In this episode, we talk about the realities of staying safe as family vloggers, tips on starting a new channel, and the book we recommend but we've never read. Come on out. What's up, influencers? I'm here with April and Davey. Thank you so much for being on Video Influencers.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Family vloggers. They also have another channel with their kids, Kids Try, correct? And just got to talk to them about family vlogging, having the kids on, so I'm really excited. Thank you so much for letting me interview you.
Yeah, thank you for having us on.
Obviously, family vlogging, super popular right now, right? Obviously, we can relate. We know that, you know, a lot of people are getting into it. So obviously, everybody wants to know, like, how do you become a family vlogger? Can you guys share a little bit about your experience on getting into YouTube in the first place and where you're at today as family vloggers?
That is a long story because it actually started, I was just in my salon doing hair and he comes in with a camera and is like, I'm going to film you doing hairstyles on people. And I said, only show my hands for the first few videos. And it was really weird at first, but then it slowly evolved into this family vlogger. Like, we don't even do the hair channel currently right now. It's still there, but we haven't uploaded for almost a year. And it's turned into this daily vlog thing slowly, but what do you want to say about it?
I had a background in videography, so a lot of people when they're starting YouTube, it's like they have to figure that out. The editing, how to work a camera. So I've been doing, you know, camera work for 10, 11 years, so luckily that was easy for me. But yeah, then we just had to figure out what we wanted to do and start incorporating our family more and more. So it came away from just April to like the whole family.
And that's kind of what happened is a lot of people that were watching my hair videos started asking questions about I was pregnant and they wanted to know about the baby.
Just like they always do.
And it slowly just turned into...
I can relate to that,
I didn't want to put that content on the hair channel, so we opened the other channel and it turned into something that we love to do.
And you know, that's how a lot of vloggers start. They have something else going on, right? But of course, you start building an audience that, you know, loves you, they trust you, they want to know more about you. So of course, the vlog is usually how it ends up, right? Like it's actually a kind of a fairly new thing that people just straight up do vlogs, right? I'd say like the last 2 or 3 years. So it's really cool. So, you know, obviously, you guys know, I know that you guys are family vloggers, but what a lot of other people might not know is you guys have this other channel with your kids, right? The Kids Try, which is just crazy, just crushing it when it comes to views. We all know that, you know, kids content is huge because kids just watch YouTube for hours, right? Like, I can't imagine how many hours a week my kids watch and how many views they might give you guys, other creators. Can you tell us a little bit about that channel as well and what you guys do there?
I don't know why, but kids like watching other kids play with ridiculously large amounts of slime and eat bugs and do really weird things that are fun. And I think maybe it's a little bit of a way for them to experience something without actually spending like $1,000 on slime and playing in it. I don't know what, it's entertaining for me too. That's the hard thing about it is like I end up watching kids channels all day on YouTube also. But yeah, it's just that's kind of how we started it.
And you know, one of the things that a lot of people don't realize, especially if they don't have kids, right, is that kids just watch tons of videos,
and if they like it, they'll watch it 1,000 times.
And that's why I really believe, I feel like you guys do have high quality content, but also your audience is just like ready for those videos, right? They're watching them over and over. They're watching other people's videos. They're coming back and forth, right? So, you know, if you're a creator that wants to create content for kids specifically, just know that not only is it a growing audience, but it's an audience that actually watches way more YouTube than probably the average adult does, right? And what would you guys have to say about that, since you guys have a lot of experience in it, about like creating kids content and for other creators that might want to create content for kids specifically?
Yeah, I mean, like we were saying, there's so much stuff, like that's kind of the future of YouTube. I mean, YouTube started out as a place to like learn how to fix something out on your car, you know, educational, and that's kind of more our generation.
Get a laugh, prank videos.
A cat video or something, but there's so much entertainment now. Like, you don't have to wait for your favorite cartoon to come on Saturday morning. It's just like what you want, the exact level, like different. You can keep your kids safe by going to a channel that's safe and keeping them there.
And I would say advice to someone wanting to start a kids channel, make sure you keep your audience in mind. Make sure you're showing something that you would want your own kids to view, because I've seen so many times in kids channels it take a really crazy weird turn, and then if that's what's trending and we're promoting that, then that's what you're going to be having the kids growing up, our generation growing up watching. So definitely keep your viewers in mind.
Yeah, and with that being said, of course, you know, we're not just considering the kids, but also the parents that want to create these channels with their kids. Sometimes there's creators that just want to create quality content for the kid audience. You know, one of the biggest questions, I'm sure you guys have gotten it, I know I get it, is how do you deal with, you know, some of the risks that may or may not be real, protecting your kids and, you know, making sure they're safe, because that's a huge question for parents especially about putting your kids onto YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd say some people can't believe that we would vlog and show our daily lives, but then they will go on Facebook and put a picture of their kid naked in the bathtub. I mean, you're putting your stuff out there. It's going to get found whether you're a social media influencer or not. So, I mean, you always take a certain level of precautions, but if somebody is going to hurt you, they're going to hurt you, but you can't live your life in fear.
Totally.
Well, and on that other extreme, maybe you are so extreme that you literally don't touch anything on the internet and never post anything on the internet. Something bad can still happen to you. So I think that the problem is really like how you deal with fear. And are you going to let fear completely stop you from doing something that you really want to do, or from spreading goodness in the world? Like, there's so much junk in the world. Like, let's focus on putting good stuff out there, because if we don't, then it's going to overflood with the bad. So if you're really trying to put something good out there that's educational or fun to watch, or just make someone smile, anything good, then you're doing good. And then also with the fear, here's the tricky part. So I have to be honest with you. If you think that you have done everything to keep your family safe, there's still a chance that your family will not be safe. That's just the world we live in. And you have to just accept that there's things that are out of your control. Do everything in your power, and then you got to just give it to God, because there's nothing else you can do. And I've had a lot of people ask me that, like, why would you put your kids on YouTube? It's scary. And yeah, it can be very scary. But at the same time, you cannot prevent every bad thing happening from you in your life. So you really do have to just live with faith. Yeah,
and the good part of YouTube, which is you can connect with people all over the world, is also the bad part. So you just have to take it hand in hand, right?
Right. Like, what are you focusing on?
And, you know, once it goes on the internet, it stays on the internet. You know, like, I don't know what YouTube's policies are when you delete things. But the reality is, any social media platform, the reality is anybody could be saving stuff. You know, anybody could be archiving stuff. You don't know. So if you're going to be on the internet, you're going to be on the internet and people can find you, right? And, you know, I've had experiences where, you know, like people literally can find me even when I try to be more careful about, you know, where my location is. Because that's just the thing, like, everything's out there. Like, everything is connected to the internet. And that's one of the reasons why it was refreshing talking to you guys, because you're not living in denial. You're just facing reality and dealing with it, but also being very optimistic, because, you know, there's a lot of opportunities, right? Obviously, you know, with views and subscribers, there's, you know, opportunities to monetize and make money and make this a full-time job. Amazing, right? But one of the things I always focus on is the opportunities for our kids, you know, to be able to do things that, you know, we might not be able to do. So I love that answer. And on that note, the last thing I want to talk about is, like, you know, for family vloggers and content creators for kid viewers, do you have any tips about starting a new channel, especially since you guys have had experiences starting multiple channels? Right now, obviously, there's a lot of competition, but I always say it's never too late. What would be your advice for new creators today that want to start a channel and to be able to grow this into, you know, like a full-time gig?
I always tell people, don't wait until you have everything figured out. Like, just start putting videos up. You figure it out as you go. You perfect things. You change things, but you have a guarantee that if you don't put anything online, it's not going to get viewed. That's the only guarantee you have. Start putting stuff out, see what you would like doing, and see what people respond to, and just start doing it, and you figure things out as you go.
Absolutely. Anything to add to that? Or,
you know, he actually does everything with
that.
So he gets the answer for that one.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that you're still the star of this show. And, you know, like one of the things that I see in your guys' content is you guys are just yourselves, right? You guys are just being natural. And that's one of the things I always say is like be authentic to who you are, right? And even if that you're not totally sure who that is, I think you guys are the perfect example of it. You guys started out with the hair channel, right? You went to vlogging and you had the kids channel, and you just started, right, without not knowing for sure, and then you guys figured out as you go, and now you guys are superstars, right?
Well,
the kids are probably one of the most popular kids on YouTube.
Well, and that's the beauty of YouTube is if you're starting a channel, there's no exact one way to do a vlog. There's no one way to do any kind of channel. Do something that fits your personality, your talent, and just run with it. And there's going to be people that resonate with that.
All right, lightning round. You guys probably didn't know this was coming, huh?
Uh-oh.
So it's fun, right? It kind of like mixes it up. Favorite TV show?
Designated Survivor.
Prison Break.
Oh, Prison Break. I should have said that one.
That's the second time I heard that today. Cat or dog?
Dog.
Dog.
Favorite social media platform?
YouTube.
Instagram.
Yeah, YouTube. But Instagram's pretty cool too. Coffee or tea?
Neither.
Neither.
Oh, neither. Water? You guys are water people?
Water.
Clean, keeping it clean. What book should every influencer watching read?
We've been talking a lot about E-Myth.
E-Myth?
I haven't read it yet, but it sounds really good.
I always go to my mommy book.
All right, so E-Myth. I've heard that too, and I've never read it.
Yeah, I haven't read it yet.
So maybe we all should read it, you guys. What is your hidden talent?
Oh, God, I show my talents. I don't really hide them, so.
Juggling.
He does have a good juggling.
Favorite place in the whole world?
Home.
Oh, well, I don't want to say anywhere else. I'm going with home.
Yeah. Safe. That's a safe answer. What advice would you give to a young creator just starting out on YouTube?
I would give the advice that you gave earlier. Actually, like, be aware of what you put out, because once you put it out there, it is always out there. That was a really good thing. So yeah, just be aware of like think ahead in the future. Like, will I want this online forever?
I would say have a good reason for doing it. Like, not just I want to be famous. Have a good reason for wanting to create content.
You know what? I have another piece. So another piece of advice to someone like a young creator just starting out is don't get caught up in the comparing game, because it will literally eat you up. Like, you have to compare a little bit, because that's how you see what's going on and like follow the trends. So it has to happen. But at the end of the day, you have to sit down and look at all the things that you have accomplished and celebrate your, like, the things you have accomplished and just what you have, your blessings, whatever you want to look at it. You have to focus on the good and not compare yourself constantly.
Wisdom, kiddos. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys letting me interview you guys.
Thanks for having us.
We're going to put all the links down below to April and Davey, also Kids Try, and we appreciate it here on Video Influencers. Always giving you the best content to help you build your influence, income, and impact with online videos. Whew.
Boom.
Family vloggers. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, it's not good. No.
Like, it's pretty loud.